Something I've noticed among friends is that you have this databank inside your menu. There's a lot of things that you encounter in Honkai Star Rail, but I've noticed that barely anybody reads any of this. It's actually quite interesting. It tells you a lot about the story, the characters you encounter. For example, some of the enemies that you fight. There's a lot of stuff in here actually, like when you discover a new character, it will be uploaded in here as well. I don't have all the characters, so I only have 36 of the 57 available characters, but it will show all of them in here, like even if you click on all without discerning who is from what school, then the destruction characters, hunt characters, erudition, harmony, nihility, preservation and abundance. There's a lot of characters, a lot of lore in here, and a lot of my friends have never even looked in here or read anything of it. Probably just clicked on it to try and get rid of, you know, that little star, the annoying red mark that everybody likes to get rid of. But because of this, I was thinking maybe reading about the Aeons, you know, the gods, the deities of the, you know, the lore behind them would be interesting to hear about. So I went to Databank, I went to Aeons. The first option is just a typical explanation on Aeons. People know very little about the mysterious existence that dwells in the vast stellar seas. With the limitation of knowledge, intelligent lifeforms can only faintly discern that aeons tread upon paths imperceptible to mortal beings and execute unfathomable powers via some form of belief. In the end, the aeons became an embodiment of highly condensed concepts of philosophy through the word-of-mouth spread of their legends. If anyone finds themselves treading on the path of an aeon, they will be inundated by a distant sensation, like being struck by a grace from light years across the cosmos. Many believe that this is the only connection to aeons that mortals can ever have. Then the first one is the Trailblaze. I think that's what the Trailblaze character is based on in Honkai Star Rail. I'm actually still trying to learn the game a bit. It's interesting. So, the Trailblaze Akivili. Countless shooting stars streak across the night sky. If you can pick the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds. From the book Fables About the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. There are 3 directions on the compass of destiny: the unknown, the known, and the unknowable. They can tolerate the unknown. They will never bow to the unknowable. Akivili left the isolated world of Pegana and continued to expand the unknown edges of the universe, trying to find an endpoint of the Tree of Existence. Unfortunately, Akivili's destiny was abruptly ended due to an accident. Nanook the Destruction. If the increase of entropy is a fundamental law of the universe, then the heat death would be the inescapable destiny of the material world. So why is it that we bother to struggle to survive? Expansion, fusion, and then annihilation. If we wish to welcome the new, then we must first embrace the end. From a scientist just before pressing the button for nuclear detonation, 2152 AE. The birth of the universe is a mistake. If civilization is a cancer emerging quietly from the boundless stars, then war is the only common language known to all intelligent life. To correct this mistake and to clean up this tainted universe, Nanook became the avatar of entropy, or destruction. Len the Hunt. With no end to hate and no boundaries to war, how much concern do you shoulder? With determined eyes and the arrow drawn, the rainbow arbiter needs not turn back hither. World Histories as a Mirror, Janzo. The cruising Aeon, known as the Rainbow Arbiter, roams endlessly between worlds to eradicate the undead scourges that once ravaged their homeworld. Lan's hunt, ever heedless of cost, often blurs the lines between salvation and ruin. Now's the erudition. If the truth of the universe is cruel and stale, would you still yearn for the answers to the ultimate question? Knowledge seekers know not how to judge, for their core is cold and unwavering, as are the ends of paths they set out to seek. Fables About the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. All things bear unanswered questions, and there is an answer to everything. The astral computer, originally meant to provide answers to the universe ascended to Aeonhood, now hopes to understand the universe and solve all of its mysteries. I think this is a Chinese character name? Shipe the Harmony, most likely. The world is in harmony and the stars shine bright. Praise the Lord. All are connected and the wind of blessings breathes across the lands. Ode of Harmony 1. A plural Aeon from multiple harmonious worlds. The glorious Shipe of thousand faces is chanting songs of joy and happiness. To battle the brutality of the laws of the universe, intelligent lifeforms must discard their cowardly selfishness and the differences between individuals, fusing into one singular melody. To have the strong help the weak and to protect life with death. IX or 9, the Nihility. You may gaze deep into the vast grandeur of the stars, but do not glance at the abyss of the void, for it holds nothing except for the ability to make mortals lose all reason and thought. Murong, Doctor of Chaos. The existence of nihility is a mystery itself, their form enshrouded by layers of mist. X doesn't interact with the other Aeons. They believe that the ultimate fate of the multiverse is nothingness and therefore worthless. Schliepov, the Preservation. The philosopher gazes upon the stars trying to find the ultimate goal of civilization. Build a wall, a majestic voice echoed in his head. Build a wall. Fables about the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. The builder of the celestial comet wall, the subspace crystalline barrier, and the great attractor base, followers called them the Amber Lord, one of the oldest and most tenacious Aeons, having survived the Dusk Wars. Aware of the imminence of their mortal enemies' devouring, the Amber Lord forged a powerful light-years-long seal that would isolate and protect the living worlds. Yaoshi the Abundance. The flowers share their petals without care, waiting for their inevitable withering destiny. The birds fly high in song, moving toward their inevitable crash and death. The streams flow rapidly with life, in a direction where they inevitably run dry. Why must all things come to an end? There must be a miracle somewhere in the universe that can cure the disease known as finality. Life is too short. By Anonymous. Ask with sentiment and you shall receive. Yaoshi is a nurturer of the people, the god of peace. Their presence ensures the existence of life. Yaoshi is an Aeon who answers all prayers and cannot bear to see death and the pains of illness. Ouroboros, the Voracity. Insects are to birds as hares are to wolves. The stars are to the black hole as the world are to the Voracity. World history as a mirror, Janzo. The drinker of worlds, the unsatisfied devourer, the black hole with thought. They are an Aeon and a Leviathan at the same time. In the eyes of Ouroboros, life is a flickering fragment floating in the sea of void, destined to return to the darkness along with the stars which birthed them. This darkness is within the depths of their mouths. Aha, the Elation. The erudition is a hunk of junk, the preservation is a fool. The hunt has no sense of humor, and the destruction is a lunatic. All the Aeons are as stubborn as they come. What a shame for Aha. A masked fool who is self-proclaimed astronomy expert. To savor joy is a privilege unique to sentient beings. Neither the dusty rocks nor the distant stars can fathom the humor that life entails. Go seek adversaries worthy of your mettle, games that while away the hours, and outcomes indifferent to victory or defeat. Go chase laughter that leaves you breathless, twists born of fate's whimsy, and songs that ascend your soul. Fuli, the Remembrance. Time, the hardest working thief in the world. It keeps stealing away our present from us and tossing it away in a warehouse named memory. Some are addicted to recuperating their losses, others care not in the lightest. Life is too short. By Anonymous. There is no existence more embracing than the remembrance in its purest form. It chronicles everything with neither affinity nor aversion. It unselfishly preserves every single fundamental fact and every single resplendent form. It is a river formed by the continuous flow of life, a treasure built from the eternal wisdom of antiquity. And Fuli is the fish that swims back upstream in this river, the very key to this treasure vault. Seated in meditation at the heart of the Pure Land, they observe in silence the world's tireless repetitions of the same mistakes over and over again. Idrila, the beauty. There is beauty in a stretch of fabric, in the lines of a poem, and in a few notes in a song. Welcome to an era where the idea of beauty is absolutely worthless. How vulgar, how hopeless, how sad. Fashion Guide of the Cosmos chief editor Michelin von Tarantino. Idrila witnessed the ultimate meaning of the world's existence through the ever-changing view of the universe, known to the rest as the concept of beauty. The Aeon of Beauty suddenly vanished one day. It was just as mysterious as when they first appeared. Taiziranth, the propagation. Hurry and shut your doors and windows if shadows appear at the noontide horizon, for that is no early dusk but the hungering swarm. Fables About the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. Taiziranth, also known as the Imperator Insectorum, the Sand King, and the creator of the swarm disaster. As the last member of the Coleoptera that rules the land, their path was ignited out of a desire born from loneliness. Taiziranth metamorphosed into a self-deprecating horror, a torrent of infinite propagation. Taiziranth's radar fluttered across the world until their advances were halted by fate in some way. Mythos, the Enigmata. To stop questioning is to ask pouring rain to relinquish its faith in the glittering stars. Open yourself to the roaring river of metaphors and you will find truth awaits, hiding at the end of the night sky in the swirling rosy storm of a bygone age. Sharon Layton, Galactic Laureate Poet, self-proclaimed. It is a fallacy that all things can be experienced and recognized. The living seek to produce prophecies of the unknown based on their limited grasp of order, but little do they know that the universe has no end, and that the truth is but a fevered dream. To prevent the certainty that erudition brought about from destroying the possibilities championed by Mythos, Mythos conjured the fog of thought and the rain of sensation, to reveal to the mortals the inexplicable truth through the four agents: Morph, Screen, Riddle, and Mirage. Ho, the equilibrium. I stole away the golden weights and felt proud of the ripples stirred up. The Aeon always sees through my tricks and the stars reset the balance to zero. Fables About the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. The chain of karma that mortals obsess over is nothing but a rough approximation of the complicated topology behind all things. Ho dissolved their will into the web of logic behind the universe's movement, maintaining the balance and stability of all things in perpetuity. Adventurous mortals tirelessly seek out flaws in the system, believing their intellect to be superior to that of the Aeon. However, little could they imagine that they have already been reduced to strings inside a surveillance system, unable to escape the meticulous network woven by Ho. These are all 16 of the Aeons described as in the Databank. You encounter some of these Aeons just by playing the game, some of them you fight, other ones you encounter via the in-game, the mini-game kind of thing, where you have to go in, explore a world, go from area to area, and some of these special events, like the cards that you can see floating, have an Aeon link to them, and that's also where you can sometimes see an image, a description. So if any of you are interested, you should definitely try the game, check it out. There's really beautiful artwork for these Aeons inside the game that I don't want to spoil for you guys. If you guys want to, I can make a video on it later, maybe a short then, so you guys can see all of the Aeons in a row. But these are descriptions as found in the Databank. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can